Welcome back, Hoosier fans. I'm Courtney Robb, and this is your weekly update. IU football kicks off their non-conference schedule this weekend. The Hoosiers will travel to play the University of Virginia Cavaliers for the third time in program history. IU had success on the road last year, winning 3 straight away games in the non-conference. But this will be the Hoosiers' first time back to Scott Stadium since their first visit in 2009. And the 3 times these teams have met, Virginia holds the overall record 2-1 against the Hoosiers. The matchup begins at 3:30 on Saturday afternoon. IU men's soccer hosted the Adidas IU Credit Union Classic this past weekend. IU came out victorious in both matchups, 5-1 against San Francisco and 3-0 against South Florida. The Hoosiers now ranked at number 3 right before they travel to play the number 2 ranked Maryland tomorrow night. Both teams hold a 4-0 record for the current season. The Terrapins were picked to win the Big Ten this year, but the Hoosiers currently lead the overall series 3-2 to 5. The match kicks off tomorrow night at 7. For more on the match, let's hear from IU head coach Yeagley.
We haven't decided at this point who we're going to start. You just want 3 or 4 guys in this case to feel all that they're capable of. Then whatever decision's made, support the guy in front of them and know that they're not playing 90 minutes. They're going to be rotated. It's a position that requires a lot of work on our team. Our ability to press, our ability to be mobile in the front half. It's not a standalone, it's not a guy up there just hanging out. He's working. So they know their time will come whether they start or not. And they really cheer for themselves. It's again another good reflection upon the program. These guys really want each other to do well, knowing that their time might be next game or later in the game that's going on.
The IU women's soccer team split wins during the Music City Invitational in Nashville this past weekend. The Hoosiers took down Vanderbilt Friday night, snatching the only goal in the match's 59th minute. But in Game 2, Memphis proved to be too much for the Hoosiers. The Tigers outshot the Hoosiers in the first half 11-4 before securing the 2-0 win. For more on the Music City Invitational, let's go and hear from IU head coach Burberry.
You know, the weekend, it was an interesting one for us. Friday night, I thought we put together a fairly good performance. We struggled a bit in the first half to start the game, escaped, got to halftime 0-0, sorted a few things out tactically, and we were able to make a play and knock one in. We defended for our lives for a little bit, but we walked out with the win. Same old story on Sunday. I didn't think we started very well. Started quite flat, and an undefeated Memphis team punished us. They had 2 shots on goal, both went in. So we had a little bit more difficult task at halftime to try to sort things out. I thought we put together, again, another very good second half performance, but we weren't able to find the back of the net. So that's something, this week that we'll continue to work on in front of goal. We just need to have a bit more confidence, I think, a bit more arrogance about ourselves when we have the ball at our foot, and make better decisions around the goal.
IU continues their road travels next at Southern Methodist University tomorrow night at 8. IU volleyball took a trip to the nation's capital to compete in the George Washington Invitational. The Hoosiers swept the tournament, winning all 3 of their matches against George Washington, Hofstra, and LIU Brooklyn. IU improved on their season 6-0 from the tournament, but now head to Evansville for another one. The Hoosiers will compete in the Dunn Hospitality Invitational, where they will go up against Evansville, University of Tennessee Martin, and the University of Alabama Birmingham. That tournament starts tomorrow at 8 with the final match beginning Saturday at 5. That's all I have for you today, Hoosier fans. Make sure to follow both myself and the Hoosier Sports Report on Twitter for all your IU news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here next time.